You say he's just a friend. All right, friends. Welcome back to Boom Jewelry Designs, Jewelry Adventures. Back in the spot today, friends. We're going to make a small picture frame that are great for gifts. It's October. Silver prices are kind of wild right now, guys. Let me just see if I can open this up. This is silver right now. $50.60 per ounce. And that is wild. Look how much it's grown in 6 months. So today we're going to be working with copper. I have my jewelry in some galleries, and I thought it would be fun to make a picture frame to go around this, to put like next to the silver, and then maybe my cards right there as just like a visual thing. My friend TAMERA HOLLIS painted this for me, and she is such a talented artist. Look at that, guys. Her Instagram link is in the description, so if you are interested in commissioning a piece, talk to her. She's super duper talented. All right, guys, so we're gonna be working with copper today, as I said, and we're gonna be using this. I have a local metal yard in my town, and this is a piece of copper that I salvaged from their scrap bin, and they gave me a good price because it's all scratched up and it's just scrap. So take advantage of your local metal yards, guys, especially if you're looking for copper. They might let you rummage through their scrap bin and give you a good price on some copper. So without further ado, oh, real quick, since I have your attention, will you please hit like? Always working to build the channel and get up there with some of my contemporaries. There's a lot of great jewelry design tutorials, process videos out there. And my channel is very, very small, but I'm always looking to try to get it to grow bigger. I don't know why my channel's not as big as some of the big wigs out there, but maybe my channel's not as good as theirs. But I'm kind of a wild individual too, so I think a lot of it has to do with personality, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? We're just going to keep moving forward, leaning toward moving forward, friends, hanging on like a hubcap in the fast lane, but always staying cool as a poo and keeping it true. All right, guys, let's get some copper. Let's make some measurements, and let's make a little frame for the gallery. And this could be also a great gift ideas. If you have family portraits, you can make them like this, you can make them like this, you can hang them on the wall. But we're gonna make the frame, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to do. And really, when it all comes together, it's really fun and it looks cool. This I printed off of on a cardstock, on a piece of this color cardstock at my local Office Depot. And it's kind of like a matte finish, so it's not real glary, which I kind of like. So yeah, dudes, let's get started. On two, ready, break. About a girl named blah 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 that adore me. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the measurements here. We have the width is going to be 10.5 centimeters, and the height is going to be 13.5 centimeters. All right, friends, we're actually very fortunate in this situation right here, because this is exactly 10.5 centimeters. So that's already one measurement, already good for us. And what I've discovered, friends, is for the frame that I like, and you guys have already seen the thumbnail, 10 centimeters or 10 millimeters. We're going to go ahead and go on the healthy side of 10 millimeters. Not quite 11, but on the healthy side. Two lines connected makes a straight line, they said. Since we're here on the healthy side of 10 millimeters, we're going to go to the healthy side of 20 millimeters to get another one. 2 points makes a straight line, they said. Okay. And by the way, I love those Sharpies. You guys know I'm a fan of these Sharpies, because you don't want to be chasing around your cap. And I got these at a yard sale for $3. You know you're a poor kid whenever you have a cool tool, but you talk about really the most important thing is how cheap you got it. This is a really nice set of tin snips. Trustworthy. No. On the healthy side of the line, we're just gonna hit it. I've never been good at using scissors because they're usually right-handed scissors, but these kind of don't really matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. It doesn't seem, because I do pretty straight. Okay, on the healthy side of that line. More material than not enough, friends. Okay, so we got the top and the bottom of the frame. And now we're going to do the height of it. Yep, 13.5 centimeters. 13.5. Okay, and then we want to go 10 millimeters in. Two lines makes a straight line, they told us. Who's they? I don't know. Your teachers. Okay, we're gonna go another one on the healthy side of that. Let's just do another one. Okay. Second one. We're gonna finger finagle these, getting nice and straight. This silver, or this copper, friends, is 24 gauge. Okay, so at this point right here, I'm going to anneal these, and I'll bring you guys right back. But we want to anneal them because we want them to be soft. All right, Cat Love and Health Nuts. This is where we are. These are annealed, and this is the part that's takes the most. Well, it all takes time, but this is the part that I think is the most tedious. I get my the way I do it, and I'm sure there's some better ways to do it. I've tried to put this right here and to bend it, because what I want is for this to bend like a taco. And I can probably do that and see, but what I've discovered, what works for me, and I like the rustic look, guys. So it really depends on how fine you want this to look at the end. I love the rustic look. It's kind of, I think it's kind of an ode to like my dad and growing up in Western Colorado and having junk cars and the rust on the old cars. It's just, I just think it's the patina of the old rusty car. I don't know, something about just rusty stuff, you know what I mean? Rusty tractors, rusty farm equipment, I just like it. It just really is, maybe it's just nostalgic. Is that a big word? So this is basically what we're doing, and I'm gonna do one so you guys can see how I do it and how I do it. You probably could use your vise and just easily but I like doing it like this, because then it gives it a little bit more character, because there's a lot of wrinkles, there's a lot of action in that. What I'll do is I'll go like this and just kind of help it out. It's gonna get a little warpy and a little squirrely on you, and that's okay. Expect it. And the cool thing about copper is that it's very malleable, and you could always just re-anneal it. So once I get to this point, guys, I like, let's see, where's my pliers that I like? I was using these, but then they were kind of slippy because they're smooth in there. And then I had these one pliers that I was really liking, and I don't know what I did with them. Hold on. Oh, right here. And they have these little teeth in here. And then I was just going like this. Let's just do this really fast, because I know you guys have to get on with your lives. And it holds it in that groove. Give it a little taco. I work a little bit at a time. You can probably just get it all in one swift squeeze. But I'm kind of weird. So, kind of weird. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. You're really putting your energy, just like you do when you're making jewelry. You're putting your energy into your art, so you're not really trying to like do as fast as you can. Well, if you're me, you're not. So basically, guys, we're making a chamber. And this is going to be the chamber that the picture is going to slide into the chamber. You guys saw me do this one. I'm gonna do all the rest of these, and I'll bring you guys back, because I'm sure you don't want to see me do that 3 more times. But again, just get it going, and then I proceed to show you me doing it again. Yeah, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do it, and then I'll bring you back. All right, deadheads, right here, dudes. We have the three. They're not connected, of course. I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. But this is the bottom piece, friends, and we're gonna do where the picture can slide in, and it's going to rest on the bottom piece. Now, I was trying to brainstorm like what would be the best way to do this, and I think what I've done in the past is I've folded this just like I folded these, and then I had to cut it. But it's hard to cut when it's already like that, to cut it just right along like that. So what I've discovered is instead of making it 10 millimeters wide, maybe make it 6 millimeters wide. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Because if you make it all of them tacos like that, you're not gonna be able to get your picture in there, and then you'll have to bend your picture a little bit to make it work. So basically right here, friends, and what I'm gonna do is just give it a little bit of a bend, and this is mostly just for aesthetics, so it looks like this, and you'll see why, how this will work for the aesthetic of it looking like it's domed like these other ones. We'll kind of learn this part together. This is kind of part of the adventure. We're not sure maybe the best way to do this. And you'll see what I'm trying to do right here. If you can see, I'm just trying to give it a little bit of a look. A little bit of a look. I know you guys probably think I'm a hillbilly, but believe me, I know. I know. Okay. So this bottom part is going to fit like this. And then the back it's going to have, so you can slide the picture in there. Slide the picture in there. If that was totally tacoed, you wouldn't be able to slide the picture in. But it does still have that domey kind of look, if you can see in the light right there. So it matches the domey looks of the sides. What I've discovered is what I like to do. Now that none of this is set in stone, guys. You guys can do it your way, however you want to do it. But I would suggest that you choose either to have this part right here on top or have this on top. Does that make sense? I like the top to go over. So what I'm going to do, and this is another thing that I've kind of discovered, is to use these pliers and just kind of use the fat part and kind of open it a little bit. See how that kind of opened a little bit? Squeeze that to get that to go in there, just like so. See that? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And then once you get it right there, I like to get these pliers and just kind of flatten it just a little bit. Now look at that. See that? And then we're going to put this on our block, and I'll show you how I make it 90 degrees, because I did use this to make it 90 degrees, but I found another way. All right, rebels, right here, this is what we have. I put it on my block. If you can see, I just wanted to show you how, without using my square, I use my block as reference. So I'm going to put this right here, and I hope you guys can see what I'm putting down. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. You don't have to be perfect, but you want to be as close as you can, friends. Some flux in there. Then I'm going to put some solder chips. I need 2, but I like to put 3 because you know how it is out here in these main streets. You might pinch a piece of solder and it takes off on you, you know. Like whenever you give a pretty girl a ride to the dance and you think you're going to dance with her all night, and then she dips out. And she's hanging out in the parking lot with Todd and his 1986 Ford F-150. Yeah, I wish I didn't know that. Okay, guys, right here, can you guys see what I'm doing? We want to go a high heat, guys, because this is copper. We're going to burn that flux off. I'm going to try to work around the camera. I'm going to put a piece of solder on my Robert Lopez soldering pick. the Titan. Put that there. I'm gonna grab another one. Oh shoot. Yeah. Okay, working around the camera. And we're gonna put this piece of solder right under the bottom, or in the groove. I think that piece of solder that I had before, when the camera fell, I think it knocked it off. Which is why we put 3 pieces. We're gonna let that kind of get in there. And I'm gonna grab this other piece. I should just do this from the top. I'm trying to give you guys the unique perspective, guys. Okay, let's turn that heat up just a little bit. Okay, it's in there. Alright, friends. Sorry that was a little squirrely. Right here. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Alright, dudes. I think I'm going to go with my other camera angle. You guys see what I'm trying to do in here. If you guys can see, let's take a look real quick. See that solder join? I'm okay with that. It would be nice if that was already if that was butted a little bit better down there, but you know, I think I can rectify that just by giving it a little bit of a pound, and then look, tighter. All right, guys, I'm gonna turn this camera off because this is annoying. All right, friends, throughout this process, you really want to be able to have a mock-up of the art or the art itself. If I was smart, I'd just have a blank piece of paper, just to make sure that you're looking good and that everything is about where you want it. Now this piece is going to go right here. Remember, we got the top is going to overhang, so we're going to put this inside, just like that. You can see that needs to be adjusted, and that's okay. It's going to get a little squirrely on you. Don't expect it to be perfect right away. Get it there. I'm going to hit this kind of like a nail, just very slight tap, so I get where I want. Then I'm going to use my flat nose pliers and squeeze where the solder is going to want to go. And that's what I'm looking at, guys, right there, just like that. Now I will fine tune that just a little bit. Just like that, if you can see that. Now let's go to the solder block and use the angle on the block to make sure our stuff's square and make our dreams come true. Oh baby, you. All right, guys, a little flux on this angle here. This is these ones are the trickiest ones, and it's really just getting a piece of solder under the top lip and then under the bottom lip. And like I said, because it is copper, you really want to go in fast and furious, friends. We're just going to go kind of with the lower heat to melt to cook the flux. I'm going to go 3 because you never know. You might need another one. I'm just going to put a piece of I'm going to pick solder this. I'm going to grab a piece. I don't know if I'm in the range, because I think I have you a little bit zoomed in, but off camera. I'm just getting my solder right on the end of my pick. And I'm going to do the top. The secret is to get a piece of the solder a little bit on both, not just on one piece. Let's go on the bottom. I got that to sit there. It's not exactly where I want it, but it's there. I'm going to put this bottom one in the groove of the bottom. Swipe it off if I can. There we go. Okay. If I can get the solder to touch both pieces that I want bonded at the same time, then it's likely that it will go into the groove as opposed to just running over the top of the copper. If that makes sense. Turning the heat up just a little bit. It's in there. It's in there. I'm going to press. And just like that, take it off. And we should be in the money, friends. Now this is a little bit awkward to quench in my quenching bowl. But we're looking at that. Okay, we're going to let that cool off. And then we're going to start thinking about this bottom piece. And we do this one a little bit different. But before I do the bottom piece, I'm going to put a plate right here that says boom. Because I think that gives it a cool little touch. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll bring you back. All right, amigos, in an effort not to cut you out from any aspect of this, this is the, I just put it on my little block thing right here and just gave it a little bit of a dome. I got this on Amazon, by the way. I don't know what they're called, but they're super handy. And this, I domed it because I want for it to fit onto this nice and easy. So what I'm going to do right here is tin the back. This technique is called tinning. That's what I was taught. And we just put a little bit of solder on the back. Cook that flux off. Put a nice generous piece, maybe two. Just get it to melt. Just like that. And then we're going to put this right here. Go high heat because it is copper. Focusing the heat not on the silver but on the copper. And then I'll kind of bring them all together. And then we're going to just hope that we get a nice connection. Okay, I believe in that. Fast and Furious, friends. Fast and Furious. Let's quench this and just make sure that we have a nice connection on there. And we do. Okay, so now we have that. Now what I've learned, guys, is these ends, if you keep them bowed like that, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I've learned to flatten the ends towards the top of this. I want it to tin. So we're going to put some flux right there at the, cook that off, cook that off. I'm going to put a nice generous piece of solder at the top end of that because that's really what's going to go against the face. Okay, let's go a little bit harder heat. We'll have our pick here just so if we have to kind of smash the solder into there a little bit, just kind of let it pull up. That's pretty nice. Let it pull up. Pool. Okay. Just like that. And before I get too froggy with it, I'm going to spend some time and fine tune this and just make sure that our picture is going to fit in there before I get too excited. So excited that I just can't hide it. Just like that, friends. But that's where we're at, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. So when we're looking good, we're going to slide this out, put this back over in the safety. And then I'm going to get ready to put this right here. Okay, that feels good. Feels good. If you look good, you feel good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good, they pay good, you stay good. Deion Sanders. I added a couple extra ones in there just because it's the kind of cat I am. Wow. All right, friends, let's go. Let's not hold back. Are you guys with me? Did you guys block me yet? Fast and Furious, guys. Fast and Furious. We're going to get that heat. I'm going to focus on this one right here. I'm crouched down like Hidden Dragon. Crouching Tiger. Hidden Dragon. I'm crouching. I believe I can fly. Like a bird in the sky. Here we go. We're going to go right here. Same thing. Crouching down, looking. Really focusing that heat underneath. Again, get ready to get a little press in. If I can get that solder to melt into the 2 pieces of copper. Okay, I think I got it. We'll know if I go like this and it doesn't pop up. Okay. All right, Johnny. I'm going to let that cool off and I'll bring you back. And we'll make sure that we got a good bond. All right, whippersnappers right here, buddy boys. We have this. And this bottom part, just like I was telling you, I kind of let it hang over a little bit. And then I want for it to dome over. So what I was doing just now, and I thought, man, I bet Juanitos wants to see this, is I was just kind of holding it like this. And then... Okay, so about like that. So it does have the domey look, just like the other parts. And you guys want to see, just to make sure that we're sitting nice. Boom. Just like that, guys. Now we're going to do the back legs. Really super easy, guys. This wire here, it is, I got it at Rio. Half round... 13 gauge maybe? Is that 13 mean 13 gauge? So the way that I do this, friends, is I go to the top. And there's really no like rhyme or reason. From the top, and then I go down, and I'm guessing maybe an inch and a half maybe, past the end. And then what I do at this point is I just take it to my... And I just, you know, just so you're working with nice soft edges. Do the same thing with the other one. We're going to go ahead and sand the edges. Just to clean them. Any kind of, you know how it is. You got to clean your stuff. And then I'm going to put some solder for my European friends right here on the edges. Real quick, like Compton style, G. Cook the flux off. Shout out to all my shout out to Zamora in Pueblo. Jewelry smith, silversmith out there. One of the homies. Fast and Furious. We just want this to get a nice coat on the top. Very good. Don't play with me, Smoky. Okay, come on. Relax for our friends. Relax. There we go. I'm going to put one more piece on this one because the energy tells me he's going to be a little stubborn. Okay. Because I'm not holding out on you guys. Top of the frame right here. These are hot, so be careful. We're going to put this down. So I want these to be kind of domed over. A dome over. There we go. And this is the end, guys. We're about to land this plane. In one of my other videos, I said we're going to land this ship. Well, that works if it's a spaceship. But it doesn't work if it's a boat, friends. Here we go. Big shout out to Betty Nowicki. She's the one that encouraged me to do this video. I love that name, Betty Nowicki. That's like a rap name. I told her one time, I said, man, how you get to use your real name is your rap name? Really, Johnny? You want that solder to melt right into the top. No, I'm looking at it. Oh yeah, Johnny. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, let's go with this one. Oh, yeah. Betty Nowicki, huge shout out. Thank you for encouraging me to do this video. I thought, yeah, nobody wants to see this. But for the 10 people that watch this video, maybe people do want to see this. Maybe, and you want to see this. So we're doing this for you guys. All right, friends, we're going to let that cool. I'll bring you back. We're going to take it over here. All right, jewelry enthusiasts, right here, guys, this is where we're at. So what I'll do is I'll hold, and then I'll pull, and then I'll do like a dome out on both sides. And then here, I'll take my round pliers, and then I'm going to give it a turn. About like this. About like that. And if you want to work harden these, once you have them like you want them, you can work harden them, and these will be less malleable. Just hit them with the mallet on something hard, or you can even squeeze them with a boom, 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 squeeze them, and then that'll actually work harden them too. Boom. Now, just to make sure that we're official like a military missile, friends, let's throw this bad boy in there. Just like that, guys. Now you have yourself a picture frame for any kind of cool picture that is meaningful to you, or even if it's not meaningful, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a cool frame. Just like that, guys. And one more tip that I like to do is, and just to sure it up, I'll go like this. Then we'll go. There you go, guys. Now that will still can come in and out, but it's more of a permanent. And then you can finally look at it on the side. Make sure that you're feeling good about it. This one kind of got a little bit bendy. So you just get it nice the way you want it. It's copper, so it's very malleable. But look how cool that is, guys. And you can put that on your desk at work. Give it to your mom. She could see a picture of your mug no matter where you are. So one more time, guys, shout out to Becky Nowicki. Shout out to TAMERA HOLLIS for painting this picture for me. And shout out to you guys for watching Boom Jewelry Designs Jewelry Adventures. If this had value to you, please hit subscribe on the way out. Hit like. My Instagram is @boomjewelrydesigns. On Instagram, add me up. I'll add you back. I recently learned how to add back. I'm not the brightest on social media, friends. But you guys are here. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think about this. If there's any improvements or ideas, or if you like it, just tell me if you like it. You can even tell me if you don't like it. Just be nice, because I'm a sensitive artist. You know how it is out here in these mean streets, guys. You know what it is. You guys knew it. You guys know who it is. Oh, hug your loved ones. Take a deep breath throughout the day. Be present. Be good to kids. Drink some water. Eat a salad once in a while. I'm Benny. I'm out. Peace.